Right, good morning guys, so my name is Chris and I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and what we're doing today is we're going to go view an auction. So I'm going to take you guys around, I'm going to show you everything at the auction that I see. I'm going to get things written down. The actual auction is tomorrow, so that'll be sort of probably the last 1/3 of the video, so if you just want to see what I buy, go to that bit. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys around the auction. It is a recycle one, which means that everything here is sold as seen. It starts at £3 the majority of the time. There's probably going to be some stuff that they start a bit higher because I've seen some of the photos this time. But it's the sort of place where if you've seen my sales videos, this is where a lot of my big items like the wheelchairs, the golf clubs, all that sort of thing come from, where people sort of go, I don't want it in my house anymore. Dump it for free, ends up in this sort of place, and then I end up picking it up for 3, 4, 5, up to like 10 quid or so, depending on what the item is, obviously. Got both kids with me, and the only issue I've got is absolutely chucking down with rain. So we're going to get the trolley out, and I'm going to try and cover them with my umbrella if I've got it. I do, so we're going to hope that that kind of works. But if not, it's a bit of water, ain't going to kill them. Fingers crossed. Right guys, so this is going to be my first attempt at voiceover. So first thing we're doing is getting the trolley out. The reason for the voiceover is, if you can tell from the weather, it was terrible. I don't really say much in it anyway, but what audio was recorded is pretty bad. So I'm going to try and do a voiceover first attempt, but I do need to get better at YouTube anyway, so we're going to have a bash at that. Give the kids my samurai sword umbrella. But how's it going guys? First thing that's going to catch my eye straight away, on the right, wheelchair, self-propelled, all that. You're looking at a minimum of £50 with £20 shipping. Starting bid here is £3. So you're easily making solid £10 plus, and that's on a bottom end one. So that what catches my eyes. But again guys, with these recycle auctions, it's always worth keeping your eyes open. If you can look straight in front, you got no idea what that piece of machinery is, but to the left you got a set of skis. A little bit further on, you got a motorbike right there, and then you got loads and loads of bikes. We got the step ladders, we got the proper ladders. Honestly guys, this book is going to be in the way a bit, but it will very soon shift on. Again, just loads and loads of bikes, benches, all sorts of stuff guys. The reason why I walk the way I do and why I'm focusing on the right is that is how the auction runs. Because I want to get my list in order, we're obviously trying to go in that order, and I'm taking down the number. That McAllister there, which I'm about to look at, or I just walked past that jet wash, we actually sold one of those. But the reason why I do that is I want my list in order so that I follow the auction. So I want the number, I then want what the item is, so I can just listen what I'm going to spend, what I'm paying for it, and then a total running cost, so I know at the end of the auction what I end up paying. As we keep going, you'll see loads of lawn mowers, wheelbarrows. This auction is actually split into 3, I should highlight. So this is obviously the outdoor bit. This is where the majority of golf clubs, wheelchairs, ladders, lawn mowers, all your outdoor gear is going to end up. That marquee straight in front, that's loads of tools and various things like that. And then all your odder stuff, car boot stuff as I like to call it, is in the last one. I did actually get really fascinated, you can't see it, but by that ride-on lawnmower. I will tell you, I did not win that because I did not want to try and deal with it, but it sold for £40. Sold as seen, everything here is sold as seen guys. It all, like I said I think in the intro, this all comes from skips and various places like that. But again guys, another wheelchair here. I did write this one down. Want to take a stab at what I've already missed? Set of golf clubs just lay on the floor. Luckily, when I looked the next day, they're all kids clubs, wasn't interested. Got this set of golf clubs. Again guys, this one's almost a full set. I'll tell you how many we ended up with at the end, because we actually did do quite well, all things considered. I missed this jet wash, didn't write down, ended up looking at that the following day. Another wheelchair here, this thing caught my eye straight away just because of the way it is. And yeah, it's just sort of, there's loads of stuff everywhere with this. I didn't think there's anything here, but on the left, massive set of golf clubs. Completely missed them all. What I'm doing with this, looking straight in the back, do you have your battery? No. Well, I'm going to have to spend £30 to find one, so I'm not going to buy that. I completely walked past Paella Pan. I don't actually know how much they're worth. I probably should have done the research, but I remember that they were very expensive to buy when we needed them for catering. Now struggling with my book here because it is stuck worse together than a student's porn mag after an unsuccessful Saturday night out. Not that I would know. For obvious reasons, I have a partner. Anyway, carrying on through, guys. Absolutely just loads of stuff. This is what I absolutely love. These end up here pretty much every week. You always get an absolute bin full just of fishing rods. Now, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat from experience, 15% of the rods in there are going to be absolutely no good. They're going to be knackered. I can tell you from what I've seen, 2 of them are too tall for me to ship unless I want to spend around £50 on shipping. This is where I discovered that water and pens don't work well together. So we're going to sack the book off. But yeah, those bins, guys, you're looking on average 20, 30 different types of fishing rods. You got to salvage them from that. Don't know if anyone just saw Reebok cycle bike. Too big, too bulky, even for me to deal with. I'd have to take it apart. I'm not sure. You know, I've got a nice large truck, but dealing with that, it is just something that I can't be personally dealing with. We're looking at expanding again because we just finished the last expansion, finished getting everything sorted for that. So we're looking at going again, actually, and we probably will get into the bigger stuff. Spoiler alert there, guys. G-Tech on the left, I am literally only interested in this for the battery. Straight past another set of golf clubs. This Wagner here, guys, Wagner, really good brand to watch out for, oddly. This one is only worth around 25 when I did the research. But I'll be honest with you, the equivalent to that on another brand is worth about 10 to 15. So it is really, really worth watching out for your Wagner brand. I quite like them, to be honest. But as I say, guys, everything you're going to see in here, you've got jump leads, you've got all sorts. You've got little town coffee cart there. My daughter's actually got a kitchen set of that. So I was interested in that. You got the Makita saw on the right. I do kind of rush through this one, guys. Out of the 3 areas, this one's normally the least appealing. There's never normally golf clubs in here. I was very surprised to see them. As I say, we're on the phone, texting the missus, letting her know everything. Not because I need to, but because my pen and paper are not working. You can't see through my hand because, amazingly, my cameramanship was absolutely terrible on this one. But there's a set of golf clubs there. And then I happened to miss on all these shelves... that, with the exception of around 2 pots, if I do turn around and show you, which I probably should at some point, is all a Crusoe. That went for some big money. I did try and get that. I noticed it the next day, because obviously I arrived early to double check things. Underneath, your motorcycle helmets, wouldn't recommend them, as I've been advised against, but we have sold a few. So you can sell them for various reasons, just not for usage. So just, if you are going to sell them, make sure you explain thoroughly that they are not for usage, but it is their choice. Again, guys, Hilti there. I've sold Hilti before, untested, no battery, just nail guns for £50 plus. So I happen to know that's a £50 sort of thing to me. Hetty Hoover on the left, £60-70 working. They're very, very easy to clean and to fix. If you're not sure how to fix them, check YouTube. It's what we did. As you move forward again, you can see a Makita saw, and then behind that is actually a still one. Again, guys, even if they're not working, brands like that are worth looking out for. You will see a cut there, guys. I had to go to the toilet. I also had to get my kids out. I am now actually holding Romeo at this point, so the cameramanship will be a little bit worse. But now we're in what I would say is sort of the special car booty sort of area. So you got the OXO tins, you got various things all over the place here. That's a load of maps. You got a telescope. In here, what we're about to see is a vintage projector, and when I say vintage, I mean we're bordering antique here. You got an old till. There is about 6 Xboxes scattered around. The reason for that is nobody likes Xboxes. You can tell I'm a PlayStation fan. Those box things there, guys, they were actually Laura Ashley Essentials. I didn't even notice that until the following day. There is a PlayStation there, so there is one. In there, guys, is just an absolute load of bedding. No interest. You got walking sticks, microscope, record players. That's actually a Tonka toy full of toys. This here is absolutely brilliant. Oh, are we going to show it? No, we're not. Spoiler alert, you're going to see something brilliant in a little bit. I happen to know that as you go down again. Globe lights, guys. These is every single thing on the shelf. Sometimes, guys, they get loads of cameras, phones, tablets. They just get dumped on the shelves. Don't really tend to check them for rough value. I had a £220 camera off one of those shelves once, and I had about 15 cameras off it. I've actually got a Lego Minecraft kit there. I'm not really that interested in these Lego kits like that. I just don't think that that one's a particularly valuable one. One thing I will note here, guys, is don't do what I'm doing. I've got one child in my arm. I'm trying to keep an eye on another one. I'm not researching this stuff. I could be properly getting into this on my phone. Everything here's got its brand, Lego kits, it's got a number, it's got a name. Research it, and I would have actually known what the value on that was. Chose not to. Small wheel wheelchair, not really what you want. You want the self-propelled ones. To say that those sort of wheelchairs don't go for money is a bit of a lie, but as a general rule, I tend to stick to the big wheel self-propelled ones. I'm actually writing down this exact PA system because I do want to check that out at a later date. Here's one thing to watch out for at car boots and auctions, guys. On the left, you've got a record player. We did put Romeo down for a minute. It turns out he didn't like it. You got a record player. My uncle actually pointed this one out 2 weeks ago because they was there, because he looked at the top and it says Technics. Quite a good brand to watch out for. It ain't Technics. That's just the disc cover. See that vintage board game there, guys? Tank Commander. I will show you at the end whether I buy it or not. I promise you. I will put you guys up a screenshot for that to show you what that's worth. And I can tell you it's 100% complete in there. And this is the sort of thing at these recycle auctions. Somebody's just cleared their house out. That's been in their loft from when the kids were young. And they've just binned it. They don't know the value. PlayStation 1, I should say at one point all these consoles went for some decent money. I say decent, you're looking 20 quid. But that's not too unreasonable. This is actually Barbie. I'm checking it underneath. It's 1988. Mattel, all signed off, all properly. I wasn't sure if it was Barbie, and I noticed the next day that it's got a license plate that says Barbie. Go figure, missing a lot of parts, so I will highlight. Not sure who did that. 2 TY Beanie Babies on their own. Like, always interested in this sort of thing. I've had to buy them, I've had to use them. Spares are always good, as well as various other things, so we'll make sure that we obviously look into that. I think I spent £50 on a pair. The woman that I was talking to there the following day, she told me she spent 80 on her pair, but I got mine sort of. Yeah, I don't spend retail. In this case is Honeywell. They're actually a gas engineering company. Lockable, got the key, everything that you sort of want. It's heavy duty, really, really good. If you're going to use that for gas safety meters and fragile things that involve gas, that means it's a good case to watch out for. You're always at this place getting piles of games. Luckily, they do stick them together. So you will get 360, Wii, PS1, PS2, PS3 all together as their own things. Randomly, guys, Dimplex heater. Again, screenshots will be at the end for that. That is an amazing brand to watch out for. Weirdly, again, you got 2 saber swords there. You've also got a bike handlebar sort of spirit dispenser. Saddles. Like, honestly, guys, I don't do this auction justice in this video. I really, really don't. I'm trying to look after the kids and everything, I'll be honest, and the rain and everything was a little bit much. I try to stop my daughter from wandering off at this point. But, you know, just looking around, these 2 radios here, I'm writing them straight down. Because if you watch my sales videos, guys, from my warehouse pickup, I got quite a few of them. We're doing really, really well with them as we're going. So definitely keeping an eye out for them as much as we possibly can. As we go around, guys, oh look, we got some big furniture. Not something I'm going to deal with at the minute, but possibly in the future. Anyone recognise the Snap-on brand straight away? Stands out to me from an absolute mile away. Snap-on, literally, guys, this is spares and repairs. They will still repair that or replace it. Not guaranteed that if you say you've bought it from a skip or anything like that, but that is such a reliable brand. I didn't even notice the Costa shelving in the background, guys, at the time. That Costa shelving, I've got no screenshots. I can't find anything. That is the sort of quirky, unique thing that you can charge some good money for. But it is a massive nightmare to deal with the shipping and everything. Then again, we've got more stuff all on the shelves, all over the place here. Not much in there that interests me at all.
Right, day 2. Yeah. Right, day 2. We're actually going to the auction now, guys, so I'll show you what we get.
Back after the auction. That's how that looks.
Wait, what you want?
Yeah, of course there was stuff in it there. There's stuff in there that I don't want. And we got all that in there. Get it in the living room. I bought help to unload because Steve didn't want to come to the auction because he's busy sorting his shed.
I thought I'd give him a quick hand.
Wanted a break. Right, guys, so we're going to go back onto voiceover on this one because there's a couple of things I wanted to discuss. So, we managed to get that light. I'm just going to keep that. Spares, or I'm going to use it. It does work. We have tested that. We've got some Nerf guns and a candlestick. They came free. I wanted something else, and the thing before didn't sell, which them. They said, play with the next. Wastemaster, didn't even look at that. G-Tech, literally keeping the battery, binning the rest. Dimplex tested, working. You're going to see some screenshots, guys, for that. The Spitfires and all those books, we keep 4 of them. The rest, we're thinking about putting them back into an auction. Again, guys, screenshots will be at the end. This is for me because I need to, for my log burner, I need to cut some wood. We got the tank commander, and then we got another waste bin there. We're going to try and get into the caravan waste bins a little bit more. I'm trying to sort of open it with one hand, but it is complete. It's checked. Out of all these golf clubs, guys, we managed to make 5 sets. The reason we managed to make 5 sets is because I had 5 bags. Only 3 here with 2 trolleys. But that there is also full of golf balls, which came with them. So, realistically, we're doing quite well. We probably did get more than 5 sets, but I just went for the bags that I've got, and a lot of these have gone in spare. This is actually a really good club. Problem is, it's got a big crack on it, which I don't see at this point anywhere, because I'm the most observant person ever. Yeah, no, absolutely no chance. Doesn't spot, puts it straight back. Should have just gone straight in the bin. We only got 2 of the wheelchairs, but brakes work, everything works. The one on the left did need minor repairs. Some of the clips underneath were not attached. Just reattached minutes away. People turn their nose up. And now we go with the screenshots. So majority of the golf club screenshots you're going to see, guys, are actually my sales. There's a few things I want to highlight on these. One of which is the fact that some of these screenshots here, guys, are going to be a bit more expensive than the ones we've got. There's a wheelchair that sold for £1,000. It's one of those brands of wheelchair that I've got there. I just want to point out there's one for 60, but there is another one coming up somewhere where it's £1,000. It's the same brand. This is the Dimplex. These are not the ones that I've got. I've got a £50 one, but again, if you get the bigger ones for that brand, that's the sort of price they go for, and that's the sort of thing that I'm just trying to highlight. Here we go with the wheelchair. That's the brand I've got. That's their sports end. And then mine is a sort of £100 to £150 one. But if you're looking for those brands, guys, you're not going to go far wrong. And that's why those screenshots are sort of mixed in there to show you that the brands that I've got, if you go top end, you're A-okay. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, do me a favour. Drop a like on the video. If you want to see more, subscribe for more. But hopefully, guys, I will see you guys on the next one.